The next recipe we're doing for Cook for the Family is Laksa. Very simple dish, and we're going to use some paste and some local fish. What you need to do first is get your ingredients ready, and what we've got is some nice capsicum, onions. We've got the Maggi paste that we're using. There's many other pastes that you can buy from the supermarket and use as well. We're using some beautiful local mackerel, which is in hand-sized pieces. We're going to use some leek, which I'm going to show you how to cut, and some local bok choy. First things we've got to do is make the broth. So we need to put our electric frying pan on, add some water, just a quarter of the way up the pan to get it started. Add 2 tablespoons of the Laksa paste. You can add more into it if you want it stronger. Take your wooden spoon, stir the paste in. Put the frying pan on number 10 again to bring up the heat quickly. Very simple. Add the onions, capsicums. Give it a good shake again. Place the lid on and bring it to the heat. While that's coming up to the boil, you can get the leek prepared. Take the leek, trim off the top part and the bottom. Leek grows in very sandy soil, so it's a pretty dirty veg inside. What you need to do is run the knife straight down the centre, open up the leaves nicely. You can see a bit of dirt in there. That's what you need to wash out. Place it under the tap, cold water. A good shake and the leek's ready to be cut, so it's nice and clean. Take your knife with a scissors action and shred it. So we'll put half that leek in, give it another little shake and bring it to the boil. While that's coming up to the boil, we're going to add some little bit of extra stuff. Asparagus at the moment is pretty reasonable. Just take the asparagus, snap off the back, that's the woody part, and give them a bit of a trim. That'll go in at the end. You can put carrots in there as well if you like. You can put other types of vegetables. The other thing you can serve it with is either rice, or we can look at the noodles. You got the minute noodles that you can buy from the store, which you need to soak into boiling water, which I've already done there for you, which is softening. Or you can use the vermicelli Thai noodles. And these, all you need to do is soak them in hot water. They don't need to be boiled. You put them into the bowl and pour your broth and your fish over the top of them. So that gives you an option. Have a look at our fish. Been nicely filleted, all the bones have been taken out. Keep more hand-sized pieces. They only take about 5 to 7 minutes to cook in the broth. They go in at the last minute. Okay, getting back to the broth itself, it's starting to boil, the vegetables are getting nice and soft. We put the asparagus in, give them a little shake and a mix. Then we place our fish in. Lid back on, and that'll take a couple of minutes to cook right through. Okay, we check on the Laksa. Beautiful, the fish is nicely cooked, nice and firm. If you need to make a test, just press in there. If it's firm, it's generally cooked. Okay, ready to put the last ingredient on for a couple of seconds is the bok choy over the top. Just mix it in. It doesn't need much heat to cook. You still want that nice crunch as well with this dish. Okay, what we need to do is put the noodles in the bottom of the bowl. They've already been drained off. Place a nice healthy serving into the bowl, and there you have a nice meal.
You can bake it or fry it, never know till you try it. You can even cook it up in a stew. Just roll them in flour and fry them on the stove, or chuck them in the fire and cook them on the coals. Serve with rice and a panic and a tea, some chips and salad, any way will do me.